If you find it hard to believe unemployment is bad, cast your mind back a month or so and you'll remember this sight. More than 2,000 people descended on South Auckland hoping for a job at a new supermarket. And with only 160 on offer, most of them, of course, went home empty-handed. But is there something they could have done to increase their chance of success? Well, our next guest thinks there is. He spent 2 decades in HR. He runs his own career management company and has drafted CVs for cabinet ministers and All Blacks alike. Tom O'Neill joins us now. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, thank you.
Is this where people fail right off the gate with that piece of paper they hand across to the prospective boss?
It's a very good point. Your CV is your brochure. It's really got to sell you to employers. You are a product. And unfortunately, when people write their CV, they write a list of sort of 3 or 4 things they get paid to do. But imagine if the world's best golfer wrote their CV and put occupation golfer, responsibilities hit ball. It's not going to say how good they are. And so it's about helping a person look at their achievements and really sell those through their CV.
Well, I mean, you're saying sort of it's a brochure, treat yourself like a product. What do you mean by that? Because it must be hard to, you know, we're New Zealanders.
Yep.
We don't like to go out there and go, I'm amazing.
Oh, totally. And that's a very, very good point. Unfortunately, for most people, that really handicaps their approach. I mean, if you're in the 100 metres at the Olympics, you don't sort of run mostly fast because you want to be humble. You want to win. And what's the point of coming second in a job interview? There's no point. You know, you actually spend more time coming second than you do coming 53rd.
What are the practical steps, though? Because that's all very well if I am Tiger Woods or I can run a 100-metre sprint faster than most people in the world, but if I'm just a regular person, I'm applying for a supermarket job or a job at the travel agents or any of those sorts of things, I've done my school stuff, I've had a couple of part-time jobs, what can I do? I mean, if I can't really go, look at what I've done.
Yeah, no, sure. Well, everyone has achievements. You know, for example, let's say a student, you know, they may have had some work experience where they may have got some really positive customer commendations. They may have done a lot of cash handling. So, you know, they could have been doing cash handling for up to $3,000 a shift. All these things engender trust from a reader's point of view. Let's say someone who works in the travel industry, they may have done some actual travel around areas that they want to specialise in. And so these little things...
So it's hunting out the things within the experience that you've had and viewing it as an employer. What can I put down on this piece of paper to make people realise, oh, here are the skills?
Absolutely.
How long should it be?
CVs generally should be between 2 to 4 pages. You want enough information in there to give an employer confidence that it's worthwhile.
Don't you want my
getting
school report and
no
pictures that I've drawn?
We get CVs from CEOs talking about their time at you know, at King's back in 1962. I mean, it's just not relevant. What's relevant is, of course, your recent experience, qualifications, etc. But once again, to think about it in terms of a sales brochure, a sales document.
Short, punchy.
Short, punchy, yeah.
Let's talk about format and font. Because, you know, this is one of the downfalls. Oh, I've done it in script font, and I've got the flowers, and I've got a butterfly in the top of it. Like this.
Yeah.
What's your font?
Well, personally, like Century Gothic. It's kind of like Arial, but a bit different. And, you know, people tend to punch them out in Times New Roman or Arial. And so you want something that's professional, yet at the same time, not what everyone else does, i.e. not Times New Roman or Arial.
I'm a big fan of Helvetica. Can't go wrong with Helvetica. Now, also, finally, you've done your CV, you've done your interview. Should you keep ringing the person up? Should you know, what's the difference between just checking on if you got my CV and you're a little bit worried that I'm a stalker and maybe I'm living outside your house?
Yeah, very good point. And it is a fine line. From a recruiter's point of view, you've got 100 people, they're all phoning you. But what tends to happen is people think, oh, I'll annoy them, so I'll just be standoffish. No, you are